Again, my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, and we're going to talk about leadership today. Leadership. And this is something that you should be energizing your team, okay? Energizing yourself. And be thinking about yourself as I read this great information to you. All right? These are some of the qualities that our dear admin, the number one admin being our creator, possess. And this, if you want to be a part, first, if you're a part of the mass adopted team of TBC, and you also consider yourself an admin of TBC, these are some qualities that you should possess. And if folks, if you don't have I tell you what I'm going to do, what I will probably do right now. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on, let me check something here a minute before I even get started. Let me do one thing here. Let me see here. Okay, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna actually paste this in our chat room. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Let's see, chat. I'm gonna put. Let me see if I can paste it. Oh no, that's not what I want here. That's not what I want. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can do this again. Hold on, let me try this again. I wonder why that's showing there. I don't know why I can't post it, why it won't let me do that. Maybe I'll try that a little bit later, but let's just go ahead and go forward, okay? All right, let's see. All right, folks, I'm going to share my screen here. And again, we're talking about leadership today. And it's great if you got a pen and paper, you can write some things down, okay? It is going to be great, okay? Leadership today, we're talking about leadership. And this, as I said before, these are some key qualities that we must possess if we're going to be a part, consider ourselves an admin of this mass adopted team. That is on Team A, of course, okay? And of course, Team B, but definitely Team A, all right? Now, these are some things that I take upon myself as one of the leaders in TBC to learn on my own. And this is one of the things that admin and MB likes about me, because I take the initiative to learn different things that's necessary to be a leader among any opportunity I'm in, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. All right, and this says 11 leadership qualities, a list of skills to make a good leader. 11 leadership qualities, a list of skills to make a good leader. I'm going to say that again. 11 leadership qualities, a list of skills to make a good leader. And once I go through all of them, I'm going to kind of summarize just a little bit, okay? And then we're going to discuss it a little bit and see if any of you have any of these. Y'all may not have them all, but you may have some of them already. Because see, this is what I believe, that our God above has already placed that in our brain when we were born, okay? We just gotta engage it. We gotta bring it out, okay? A lot of you gonna have to come out what we talked about before in a past presentation I did a broadcast I did talking about coming out your comfort zones, okay? But this talk about leadership qualities, all right? All right, just go beyond this right here, okay? It says, what are the leadership qualities that make a great leader? Irrespective, okay, of how you define the word leadership, you can't deny that certain individuals can greatly impact the lives of others based on their experience and insights. While we're all living timelines on a journey of life, we look to leaders for guidance and advice. While some leaders seem like they are naturally born that way, leadership skills can be learned. And I'm gonna stop right there. These are some of the things that admin will be teaching us in our training, okay? Now, it may not come from this necessary website, but it's going to be, he's going to be, some of the things he's pulled from and has learned himself, he's going to be teaching you this, okay? It doesn't matter if you haven't led before. There are certain characteristics, traits, and skills that ultimately build the most effective leaders. Learn these and you can change the life of others. And see, it's not about just yourself. It's about changing the lives of others. And we surely have to do that here in our TBC community, okay? It says, here are the most important leadership qualities and skills to look for in a great leader. Number 1 is communication. Number 2 is integrity. Number 3 is accountability. Number 4 is empathy. Number 5 is humility. Number 6 is resilience. Okay, the next one is vision. The next one there is influence, positivity, delegation, and confidence. And now we're going to go through each one. Okay, the first one being communication. It says here, if you are in a leadership role, good communication skills are absolutely crucial. I'm going to say that again. If you're in a leadership role, good communication skills are absolutely crucial. Using language, it says using language to perform one-on-one communication is really all that we have as human beings. Okay? This says here's 5 tips of effective communication. Number 1, communicate relentlessly. Simplify and be direct. Listen and encourage input. That is input from encourage input. Things that you're trying to input into something, and rather input someone else is inputting to the conversation. It says, okay, it says illustrate through stories. You may share a story, a great story that happened to you while you're in TBC, and share with your group that may have an impact on you, okay, on them. Affirm your actions. Now I keep going. Okay. Now I'm going to just go right here. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to go right here to integrity. Okay. It says, C.S. Lewis said, integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Okay. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one else is watching. It says here, without integrity, no real success is possible. Interesting, isn't it? Without integrity, no real success if possible. Okay, it says you can expect your followers to be honest when they lack integrity themselves. An honest leader succeeds when they stick to their word. And if that's not integrity, I don't know what is. If you say you're going to do something, stick to it. Okay? Live by their core values. And I've heard me say this next one before. Lead by example and follow through. I'm going to go through that sentence again. An honest leader succeeds when they stick to their word, live by their core values, lead by example, and follow through. Integrity is the cornerstone of all leadership qualities. There are many things to look for in people with integrity, including apologizing for mistakes, highlighting the work of it's saying employees, like I just say employees. We're not using employees here in TBC. We just say employees and downplaying their own contributions, giving the benefit of the doubt when circumstances are unclear, and being appreciative of other people's time. Okay, I'll go into the third one. It says accountability. You see, folks, we all got to be accountable for our actions here in the billion coin known as TBC. If we make a mistake, let's acknowledge it in ourselves. Be honest with yourself if you make a mistake. We're not perfect human beings, okay? And we should not treat our fellow man or woman as such, because none of us are perfect. So we are destined to make a mistake along the way. But that doesn't mean you be so hard on yourself, okay? It said, for accountability, effective leader needs to follow the advice of, it says, Arnold Glasow, when he said, and this is what he said, a good leader takes little more than his share of the blame and little less than his share of the credit. Okay? And I just go on and says, a strong leader is accountable for the team's results, good or bad. Okay? They hold themselves, and this is a website that deals with sometimes with employees, but it just says, and their employees accountable for their actions, which create a sense of responsible among the team. They give credit where credit is due and takes responsibility for blame when necessary. Being accountable and leading by example is one of the quickest ways a leader can build trust with their team. Okay? I'll go on to empathy. A true leader has enough open-mindedness to withstand their followers' motivations, hopes, dreams, and problems so they can forge a deep personal connection with them. Empathy is understanding. Okay? And this is just a little poster here. It says skills strengthened by empathy. It talks about negotiation. It talks about collaboration. It talks about creativity, feeling safe, emotional connection, and identifying needs. Okay, this is all in skills of strengthened by empathy. Okay. It says empathy isn't just being a nice person. Okay. It is a mindset. It is a mindset that enables leaders to make better predictions, improve work strategies, inspire loyalty among their teams, better their negotiation tactics, increase creativity. Okay. All right. I just keep going on here. Okay, let's go on here to humility. Okay. When it comes to leadership, it can be tempting, should I say, to become enamored with a new title or status. However, great leadership styles, should I say, I was going to say skills, however, great leadership styles focus on problem solving and team dynamics, much more than self-promotion. A great leader will never be effective if they're more concerned with themselves than with the well-being of their team, as Thomas Merton said. Pride makes us artificial, and humility makes us real. Being humble and vulnerable with their team members would make them a leader much more relatable and effective. Resilience. A true gift of a leader is not how they perform during good times, but how they roll up their sleeves and produce when times get difficult. Okay? Now think about admin. I remember admin said something in our daily meeting. He said something some days or so back, maybe last week. He said that back, I believe it was around April of last year when they started the Bitcoin bounty. Before the Bitcoin bounty started, around April 8th, I remember that Monday, because admin had a meeting with both MB and myself before anybody in the whole world even knew about it, the Bitcoin bounty. I knew about it before anybody in the world knew about it, the three of us. And we were at a cornerstone right then that admin could have said, oh my God, this thing, people are not even paying their $10 per year like they should be in Bitcoin. They weren't even doing that. A measly $10 they couldn't pay. And then also, despite admin brought out, you know, brought out things to try to help us, but people weren't utilizing it. So admin could have just rolled down his sleeves and said, okay, it's over. TBC is over. But our dear admin did not do that, did he? He said, okay, I know a lot about Bitcoin. I know a few of our leaders know about Bitcoin. But so we're going to pay our people that bring people into TBC in Bitcoin. We're going to keep the fiat currency like the dollar, the pounds, the pesos, whatever the currency, the naira, whatever in your country. We're going to keep that totally out of our private community. We're going to do it by digital currency. And to this day, he's been paying. And now he doesn't have the manually do it anymore. The computer pays a person within minutes after the person bring a person to TBC and become a paying member. You know, paying their 8 grains of gold per month. Okay. So it goes on to say, great leaders with positive attitudes lead by example and rally their team no matter what the circumstances. Okay. It's this inherited positivity that helps react to situations with a calm, collective manner and focus on solutions. Notice this is highlighted here. Focus on solutions rather than on problems. Okay? Resilience is a leadership trait that comes with experience. So you may not have that immediately. Okay, so this is a quality right here that a lot of us will gradually grow upon as being one of the admin of TBC. Okay? We got to turn up whatever that good quality, those good qualities in yourself. Now is the time for it to be emerging. Okay? Now, vision. Jack Welch said, good business leaders create a vision, articulate the vision, passionately own the vision, and relentlessly drive it to completion. Now I'm familiar with this person. It says, additionally, I've seen this guy in person, right? He's sitting right on stage training me. This was years ago, 10 years ago, I remember seeing this person. John C. Maxwell stated, people buy into the leader before they buy into their vision. I'm gonna say that again. People buy into the leader before they buy into their vision. Okay. A company's vision only goes as far as the leader's influence over others. A great leader clearly sets the organizational direction and exercises keen decisiveness. Decision making is key to new ideas, ensuring team members know the bottom line and understand goals and the mission in front of them. And this little poster says, vision is the art of seeing what is invisible to others, by Jonathan Swift. It says, true leaders inspire loyalty, enthusiasm, and commitment. Help remind everyone of the big picture. I like that, of the big picture, and challenge people to outdo themselves. See, admin thought about the big picture of TBC a long time before we ever did, folks. Admin want us, where we are right now, TBC, admin want us here back in January of this year. So technically, our many of us on the Master Adopted team are really behind right now. And he has said that in the daily meetings, training. Admin is ready to go steamroll ahead, folks. But a lot of us are still trying to figure out certain things. So admin recognizes that, as he said, like our artificial logging into your Creamcast back office, okay? Your facial recognition. I know a lot of people still having some problems with that because a lot of people across the world, believe it or not, don't have tablets or laptops or desktop. That is very commonplace here here in North America and also South America, in this part of the world. Some people have 2 and 3 desktops in their homes here. That's that's not unusual here, and tablets. Okay. Number 8 says influence. Influence, and this is a key quality. Some leaders believe that they attain a certain level of leadership traits, respect will automatically be given to them. This is not the case. Leadership and influence are not interchangeable, and respect to be earned, not given. I hope y'all caught that. Okay. Here are some things that leaders can do to increase their influence. Clearly state what they want. Now think about that. Think about that one now, before I even go further. Now, admin does this all the time. If y'all know, if y'all listen to him, he makes it clear on our TBC blog, and has been doing it for the last 4 years on what he wants TBC to become. He has said many, many times on a daily basis, when someone may ask a certain question, he will merely explain why this is so and why we need to look at it this way. Okay? You may say to yourself, well, God knows he's got an answer for every question. But that's okay. He's a very experienced man in online marketing, and he's learned from mentors, just like me. Okay? Connect with people emotionally. Make others feel important. Be vulnerable and charismatic. Work towards common shared goals. Ask for suggestions and input. It says build real lasting relationships. Act professionally on social media like Facebook and LinkedIn. Have self-awareness. And these are some of the things that if you want to have an influence, you got to possess some of these skills. Okay? And I'm sure a lot of you probably can relate to these. Okay? Number 9 is positively. We only got 11, folks, so I'm on number 9. Okay? Positively. It says leaders inspire their team not based on their goals or outcomes, but on their exhibited behavior, like outlook and an attitude in any given situation. It's often said that employees or direct reports exhibit behavior of their managers, and good leaders need to lead by example at all times, while mirroring how they want their team to act. Now, let me stop there. If y'all are students of the blog, you may have seen something in the blog where admin have said, and admin have said this also during his voice, that if you're going to be a billionaire, act like a billionaire. If you're going to be a millionaire, act like a millionaire. Y'all have heard him say that many times. I'll go on. And it says, this comes down to positively. Even the calmest workplace can get stressful at times. It's more important how leaders react to this stress with a positive outlook rather than get flustered and place blame. Now, I'm retired, but I remember I've had leaders or a director or whatever want to point blame when something don't go right because you didn't do this way, you didn't do that way, you didn't do it this way. Is that really helping you? Don't most of us know when we didn't accomplish something in a timely fashion? We know that already. Okay? All right. Number 10, delegation. A difficult transition for many leaders is shifting from doing to leading. It says many new leaders are accustomed to doing all the work themselves and struggle to let others handle responsibilities on their own. great leaders must elevate their team. Rather, it says they must be more essential and less involved. You see, folks, this is so important. And I'm going to use this one. This is a good example of this one right here I'm about to tell you about. Now, Admin taught Mbe and Ace Fletcher how to be leaders. This delegation, y'all heard of that word bird dog? Bird dog. Admin, I'm gonna give you an example of how Mbe and Ace always at the top of the Bitcoin bounty contest. I'm gonna give you an example. What is it about? A lot of you probably think, well, how in the world do they get these numbers of mass numbers every week? Are they doing it by themselves, or they are delegating other responsibilities? Are they training people to do it themselves? You see? And that's essentially what they were trained to do. Admin told them what a bird dog was, and then they say, hire, as you start making income, hire and pay them a certain percentage to go out and get other people involved in TBC. That's why you may have seen in Mbe's office or his little area, he had this phone and he said, TBC is our birthright. And you see a lot of group, you've seen all those things, right? You've seen them in the past. Okay? So this is a great example right here. You're delegating some of your responsibilities for a team. And that should be people like bird dogs, people that's also in TBC, but they're now trained to go out and get people involved in TBC. And thus, you see yourself getting first, second, or third in the Bitcoin grinding contest every week. I'm telling you, you may think those 12.50 or whatever that is, half of your $25 fee or whatever that half of it is that during that time, you're getting that Bitcoin bounty. But if you got that adds up quickly, and next thing you know, you got hundreds of dollars, that week. It just adds up. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go around this delegation process, but I will. It just says evaluate and review, choose appropriate tasks, choose appropriate person. That's important. That's the bird dog MTBC. And it said set clear objectives and plan. And that's something that Mbe trained his bird dogs to do. He lets them know the clear objectives of what they should be doing. Implement those objectives, and then he sits back and monitor them. Let me give you an example of something how Mbe does. Now, I'm not saying that this is part of his bird dog team, and I'm gonna give you another example about this. This is so crazy. When Mbe, him and his wife was sitting in another seat, and I was sitting in another seat, okay? On the plane from Nigeria to Cameroon, okay? Mbe had told me later, some days later, when he came by to visit me at the hotel, he said, guess what, Steve? He said, when the plane landed, I cut my phone on and I called the people on the ground before they was getting ready to have that whole organization that was ready for you there. Everybody, please stay muted, okay? Because this is important, okay? Mbe was calling his staff, who is also part of his bird dog team, making sure they had everything ready for me to see. And I had no idea this was going to happen. They had dancers. It had turned nighttime. They had dancers. They had the lighting there. All these people. A poster, a little girl handed me flowers. I didn't know none of this was happening. I was blown away. I was so overwhelmed with happiness. And they could see it on my face. I'm seeing people like Mufu, that I had that brother that I admired his broadcast. I'm seeing all these men and women that I've seen, these sisters and brothers in TBC. I see these people that I've seen online that's been on my broadcast that, they do broadcasts too. I see them and been knowing them for a while. And I now see them in person. And that little girl just stole my heart, giving me those roses, those nice bouquet of roses. of flowers. And saying my name and saying Ambassador of Goodwill, Stephen Tyrone. I mean, she knew she was perfect in saying my name and the title the admin gave me and everything. It was just magnificent. All the two dancers and the people just everything was just excellent. Well carried out. And Mbe said he made sure he called them in Nigeria. He called them when he landed. And I didn't even know he was doing this, making sure they had everything in order. So he said, my team is the kind of people I have to stay on. Okay. So I just want to share that with you. Okay. Okay. This goes and say, this requires leaders to shape others' thoughts and ideas toward a common goal. And that's so important here in TBC, folks. We have a common goal. Our goal, one thing, let me ask, I'm not going to ask anyone this question because y'all should know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We have a mission and a goal in TBC. Our goal is to get to 1 billion members. That's our goal, not our mission, our goal. Our mission is to eradicate poverty here on earth as we know it. It's to get rid of poverty. And that's going to take time. It's not going to take just 1 billion members to do it. It's going to take 3, 4 billion. Out of the 7 billion people, at least half of them should be in the billion coin. And trust me, they're going to come in like crazy when we started really making great income on this rotator that we know of. They're going to be jumping at the seams trying to get in TBC. Some of our older people, our older members, our older leaders going to come back. Because they're going to say, I've never seen anything like this. I didn't know TBC was going to come to be this. But you got to stay in it for the long haul, people. You got to stay you got to stay on the team. Okay? Got to stay on the team. Okay? All right. It says here, let me read this line again. They give their team everything they need to be successful and get out of the way, not directing their path. It says not directing their path, but setting clear expectations and explaining to them where the finish line is. Well, our finish line is at that end of this year where admin wants us to get to 1 billion members. Now, it doesn't stop. We're going to still have people coming in TBC after that. We still want them to come in. But we want to get to that golden member, that 1 billionth member. We don't know who that person is going to be, but it's going to be someone. We know that. Okay? They aren't scared of their subordinates' successes and don't feel threatened by them. One of the most important leadership qualities of good leadership is delegating tasks, like Mbe do with his bird dogs, and elevate their and elevate the team, which he does all the time. And Mbe and Ace Fletcher over in the Philippines do the exact same thing. I was watching a video of Ace Fletcher with his team on YouTube today, because I subscribe to his YouTube channel, so it tells me when he comes on. He uploads a video. Wow. Through the delegation and elevation team, it says, through this delegation and elevation team shine as they are able to contribute in the most meaningful way. And the last one is confidence. Confidence. Definitely a quality of being a leader. To be an effective leader, you need to roll up your sleeves and take charge. This includes being confident enough to lead, knowing that your plans and vision are not only viable for the team but the absolute best decision possible. If you lack confidence, if you lack confidence in a leadership role, people will spot that quickly. You know, I noticed as I've been doing, this is my 580th live broadcast, folks, of TBC. I've never lacked this right here. And most people never like that in me. Now, people probably wonder what happened to me about 2 months when I was doing a broadcast. But then if people were really knowing what was going on, and even knew I was a parent to go, as my role was, admin gave me that role of ambassador of goodwill, I was getting my credentials done. I had to fly to Washington, D.C. 3 times to get those documents, those things I needed to enter into Nigeria and also Cameroon. I had to have those visas. And then I also had to it was time for me to upgrade my passport, my USA passport. Okay. Okay. It said, I'm gonna read this sentence again. If you lack confidence in a leadership role, people will spot that quickly. Make it till you make it. It says, make it till you make it. Now, it didn't say fake it till you make it. It said, make it till you make it. This, they say about confidence, and that is 100% true. It says, the more that you believe in yourself, and that's the problem with a lot of people on TBC. They don't believe in themselves. They can achieve things. The more that you believe in yourself, the more you'll be able to manage any stressful situation. True leaders are the ones that don't just talk about problems, but they come up with their own solutions fearlessly. Okay? Now, folks, let me see this. Let me go down. Let me just go back up. You go back up. Just as a summary. These are, again, these are the 11 qualities and skills to look to be a leader. Communication, integrity, accountability, empathy, humility, resilience, vision, influence, positivity, delegation, and confidence. Okay? Now, I know some of these terms you may not be familiar with. Please Google them. Please Google them. I'm going to keep this page up. Okay? I don't know why when I click on this, it's giving my Zoom link here up here in the URL. That is very unusual. Let me refresh this page just a minute. I want to see something a minute. See what it comes up. Okay, there you go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Now let me copy this here. I'm gonna put this website in the chat area. So y'all, I'm gonna paste it in the web, and I'm gonna paste. Hold on, let me see what happened here. Let me do this again. Copy. That's what I should have did. Okay, got it. All right, I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paste this website in the chat area for you. Let me go to chat area. Okay, I just posted it in the chat area for all of you, and you can put that, you can go there anytime to review that page, that website. These are some of the qualities that our dear admin possess. You know, like I said before, you heard me say this earlier, that if you're gonna be a billionaire in TBC, you gotta act like a billionaire. If you're gonna be a millionaire, you gotta act like a millionaire. Now, I know that's a very broad statement. I get it. But at the same time, we got to open our minds, open our ears, open our hearts to what admin is going to train us. Admin is going to train us, and then they're going to upload that same training in your back office. You'll be able to review it. You're going to be given like a certificate. You could probably going to be able to print it out. I don't know about you all, but when I get that certificate, I'm going to frame it. I'm going to go to the store and buy me some frames. Every level, I'm going to frame it. And I highly recommend all of you, if you have the ability to do that. And show people, guess what I just achieved? And guess what? And see, when you do that, that lets that person know you can do this too. And say to them, I'm no better than you. It's nothing about me special. I'm willing to learn. I open my heart, my mind, my ears, and learn. And that's what MBA has done, and that's what ACE has done. So this 111,111 Master Doctor team, you got to ask yourself, are you ready to be a TBC admin? You got to ask yourself that. You know, I look at some people's faces here. I can tell you one person I know is going to be a great one. Mr. Emmanuel, South Africa. I can tell you that right now. And no doubt in my mind, folks. I'm going to tell you another one. My other Mr. Emmanuel that came on with me a few minutes ago. Because he told me during another live broadcast, I'm here to learn. I tell you another one, Mrs. Simone of the Bayness community that resides in Italy. Another one. Miss Juliet of Papua New Guinea. She don't know it, but she's going to become a great leader. See, when the people in her country that step down, that don't not teaching them the things they should know, guess what? You can take that leadership. Admin wants you to step up and be a leader and teach your team to be a leader. And see, when you come to my broadcast, the people come to my broadcast and come to MBA's broadcast, subscribe to my YouTube channel under Stephen Cuffey. I have about 920 subscribers. I'm trying to get to that golden number of 1,000. And I should get there. And just think, people didn't even know who I was back in April of, before April 2018, we started doing, no, 2017 was 18. I think it was 2018 when we started broadcasting. Oh, I think it was actually March. I did like 7 recording broadcasts before I started doing them live to make sure I was doing them the right way. And I had no idea the first time I did it, Admin put it on the blog and then used and said, this is how a broadcast should be done. And it blew me away. I didn't even know it was going to happen that way. I had no knowledge. I did not know Admin back then, like I know him now. So what I'm saying to you is this. Every single person that I'm looking at right now, or right now that's here, all can become of you. And in fact, all of you probably already leaders, you probably just don't know it. See, admin is looking for leaders, people with strength, not weakness. Don't let your challenges be your weakness. Don't succumb to being weak because you can't get your facial recognition right now. It's okay. Admin realized that a lot of you don't have computers. You got these cell phones. We know this. We know it. And it's not, when I said it so many times when I was in Cameroon and Nigeria, every time I go to an African country, I'm going to say it to all of them. It is not your fault in the way, in the situation you're in. It's the powers that be in your government that is their fault. Oh, I know what's going on. I can see it. No one had to tell me. I could look around and see it. You know what I love about people in Africa? No matter what your situation is, y'all still persevere. You walk the streets, you go to wherever you're going, you get on your motor scooters with other people, your riders, you get in your car, your taxis, you don't have a car, you get around, you do whatever it takes. But guess what? I mean, y'all listen to this one. Guess what? And this is directly to people in Africa, and maybe some people in Papua New Guinea too. Despite you're able to do those things, all you got to do now is do the same thing in TBC and get paid like you never got paid before. Meaning getting compensated for what you're about to do. Because admin's going to give you some responsibilities you didn't have before. But don't be afraid of it. You can achieve it. You can achieve it. You can do it. It don't have to be, listen, it don't have to be me, Mbe, or Ace. We don't have to be number one of that thing on your dashboard, on your KCBO. We don't have to be number one. My master doctor number is like what, 15, 17 right now. Because I realized that y'all country is before mine in time. So y'all can pay your fee before mine. That's all of that is, a number when you pay your fee. But are you going to rise to the call? Are you going to rise to the cause to be a great leader in TBC? That's the question I have for you today. Are you going to rise to the cause of being a leader? Because to be a TBC admin is to be a leader. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I may fail in some cases too. But I'm going to be quick to try to correct my mistakes. And I'm going to recognize if I made a mistake and correct it and move on. I'm not going to be down on myself and feeling depressed and feeling sad. I'm going to roll up my sleeves, as we say, plant a flag in the sand and say, I'm going to do whatever it takes to do my part to get us to 1 billion members. And that is the attitude that everyone should have on the Master Doctor team. I'm going to do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. My brother Pratam Kumar in India, he's already a leader. Listen, let me share some with you all. Every weekly meeting host, which used to be called send button hosts, admin didn't choose those hosts just to choose them. And admin chooses you. Admin chooses you for a reason. When admin chose me as being the first ambassador of goodwill for TBC, he chose me for a reason. 2 main reasons why I became the first ambassador of TBC. Those 2 main reasons. And I tell you what it is. I don't have to hide them. It was one of the reasons why you saw what I did a broadcast yesterday about. I showed y'all over 30 pictures of and I got more. Merlene gave me more. She's not here today, but she gave me more pictures of our family still today, going around to houses all in the Philippines, giving them food, and even $100 each, which is a lot, which is like 5,000 pesos. So the goodwill, we don't stop doing goodwill because I come back to America, folks. When I come back, we send people back over there and they doing it over there. Even if I can't be there, we got family right in the Philippines. So we send money over there to buy certain products and goods, and they go house to house. Before they do it, they put it all in bags. If y'all look on my timeline, you can see it. And I got some more pictures to upload there, by the way. We're not afraid to ask the doctor. The doctors in my country makes a lot of income. Surgeons make over $500,000, can make $500,000 on up a year. They make a lot of money in my country, folks. And I'm not afraid to ask people that got money. So, but we're not going. Anybody in the United States that get involved in TBC, they don't complain about. Well, they may complain now because we got this. Everybody's locked in their homes. But when everything gets back to normal, people don't normally complain about paying a $25 fee. $25 is nothing for people in the United States per month. When I saw that $10 per year, when I got in TBC in 2017, February 2013, I said, this got to be a joke. You got to be joking, right? $10 a year? Oh my God. But still, like Admin said early this morning, we got 3.7 million TBCians, but only maybe 108,000 that are active. 100, that is nothing compared to 3. Can you imagine we had just a fourth of that 3.6 or 7 TBCNs that were active? We have been at 1 billion members before now. We would have been there before now, but we're going to get there, folks. Admin wants it badly for us. He's ready to unload so much Bitcoin because all those admin fees that's coming in going to be coming to all the people in Team A. They're paying that $25 fee per month, or $25 to $28, whatever it is. That should like our other junior ambassador said, Daya out of the UK. She said that should be an afterthought. That shouldn't even be a thought. That shouldn't even, don't complain about that. We got to move past that. We got to move forward. You're going to make so much Bitcoin, that 25, that 8 grains of gold going to be an afterthought. He said, what he said, the rotator is going to be 10%. That's like only like $2 and some cents. But then he's going to raise it up to 50% as we go, our numbers get up. So this broadcast was dealing with qualities of leadership today. Qualities of leadership, folks. I hope the people, everyone enjoyed this broadcast, folks. Again, I put the, let me go through here and look at some of the comments here. Oh, look at my brother, my other Emmanuel, he was having some network problems. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know one thing, folks? This is something that I want to ask you all in Africa to invest in. It's something very simple. When you start making great income, okay? You start making great income in our Master Doctor team, see if your country have a higher bandwidth of income, of internet. See if y'all can afford the internet, the data package that's higher. You should be able to afford it. Then when you try to ask admin questions, he can't hear too well. We can't hear too well. That, you know, everyone wants to. When someone asks a question, we want so desperately to answer it. But sometimes when people ask questions, it gets choppy. We don't, and they're still talking, thinking that we hear them, but we don't. That's why we later say we can't hear you. What I suggest people do on to put them in the chat area, you know. At least that's what I do when I do my Master Adopter broadcast meeting every Monday. And oh, and by the way, speaking of that, folks, while it's on my mind, unfortunately, you won't see me this Monday for my MBA, or be doing it because he's the co-host. My mom, you know, I take care of my 94-year-old mother, my sister and I, and so she has this surgery. She gets done every outpatient surgery. She gets every 2 months, and so she has her outpatient surgery this coming Monday around this early in the morning. So I'll be there by the time we get back home with her, it'll be just about over that broadcast meeting, that Master Doctor broadcast meeting. But MBA has done it for me before. MBA is a great leader, folks. Y'all know he is. So that's why we have a co-host. When I can't be there, MBA is there, you know. And of course, we know we got admin is there. The admin is not there for just, we've been talking, hold on just a moment, folks. I didn't have my cord plugged in. I thought my computer was gonna cut off. We have admin been talking to us broadcasters for a year now, over a year. So admin now opened itself up to other TBCNs known as the Master Adopter team. Let's knock these last 6,000 or so out so we can get to 111,000. So we can move forward. Okay? Some people still just coming in. I'm sorry they coming in and missed this broadcast, but I'm so sorry to hear that. What I'm gonna do right here, because I'm a gentleman, I'm gonna start with the ladies first. Let me start with Miss Julian, because you got a person there from Papua New Guinea. How are you doing today?
Hi, thank you, sir. I'm good, thank you. I'm with my big sister, Warrior.
Okay.
It was a great presentation. Yeah, I thank you. I learned a lot. I don't have much to say. I'm just um, going, watching your meeting and Mr. Admin, and I'm
Mhm.
just going and talking to my members that they're
Mhm.
with me in my province. So everything is fine. Thank you.
Sure, sure, sure. I'm glad that y'all like the broadcast today because it's quiet. I put the if y'all scroll up, I put the website that I got this from right in the chat area, so you can actually keep that, save that, and share it with your team. Because see, if you're teaching your team how to be leaders and the qualities and the skills, guess what happens? That ability that's already in your body emerges. It just happens. See, admin is looking for as many leaders as possible of this mass adopted team because your mind gonna be on building. You become builders. We need as many builders as possible to carry our membership all the way to 1 billion members by the end of this year. It can't, it's all that admin has done the math. He knows exactly how many we should have each month to get us there. And if we really pour it on, we may get it there before the end of this year. But you know what's going to happen to all of us that's on Team May, and I think all of you here on Team May, all of you going to get paid very good when we start getting these high numbers. The more people we get involved, the more income we're going to make in the rotator. I'm telling y'all, get ready. I see what's about to happen. I even know what's about to happen. I see an avalanche of people coming to TBC. All we got to keep is just stay focused, keep listen to the training that the leaders give you, and it just don't have to be me. It's not just me. And several of us here can do the same thing. What I do, I go out and find good things, good websites that's really to the point. I go through it with a fine-tooth comb before I give it to you. That's just an expression we say in the United States. I go through it really good, and before I even give it to the community. Okay, and admin has never criticized any of my broadcasts. Out of 580 broadcasts, not one time have admins ever criticized my broadcast. Not even one time, folks. He was disappointed when I pulled back. He said, "What? Why did you stop?" I said, "Admin, you about to send me to Washington see how can I do my broadcast at my time, 3 o'clock if I'm in the air." Or I'm in the car with Uber. Uber driver. We got Uber here and a company, Lyft and Uber, kind of, drivers driving using that car to take people around like taxis. But folks, I look down here at my bottom of my screen. I see Mr. Trust out of Swaziland. I love that. I love that name. I love the name. I love the name of their country, Swaziland. I love that name. I don't know what about that name I like. He's a leader. He's a leader already. He knows he's a leader because anytime a person takes whatever he uses and can take a picture in a matter of seconds, can post it in that group. I said, whoa. When I saw him doing that, I said, whoa. I said, go on, Mr. Trust. That is excellent. Mr. Trust, you're a great leader, and you're gonna be powerful in the community, brother.
Thank you so much. I believe that it's because I follow. It's because I follow you, and I also follow Mr. Mbey training. So that is how life is. You always, if you want to be the best, always be close to those who are doing the best things. So that is how life is. I have time, I follow your training, I follow Mr. Mbey training. So this is what we need to do. We need to stop, going after these people who really don't know what we are doing in TBC. And I believe with what you are doing right now with the mass adoption team, people will keep focus, because now it's time to focus. There's no more time to try and see, no, why this. There's no more time for that. Now this is the time to build, because if we check the agenda of the elite, these guys are well organized and they are taking action. That is why the admin saying that we need to take action. There's no more time for debating. This is time for action. So I believe we are on the right shape, and admin himself is taking action. That is why he's training each and every day. Is taking hours to train all of us. So what we need to do in return is just to take action, to go and put in practice what we have learned. And I believe, and what I don't know if you noticed that people now are so excited to join our training, our daily training admin. This is a positive sign. It's a very positive sign. When you even check on our Facebook group, you can see there are a lot of positive, what you call status. So it means that we are going on the right shape. People are now starting to understand what is TBC all about. People are starting to understand that TBC is here to save humanity. Because what is happening right now, let me tell you something. People don't trust governments at the moment. So now people are trying to find out, why don't we grab this opportunity, TBC? Because this is the only opportunity right now who's giving humanity a chance to get out of this crisis. Because this is what people are realizing now. The economic is shutting down. Do you understand? So TBC have nothing to do with what people were thinking before. Now they are starting to realize that this is our last chance. Because if we don't grab this chance, it's over. It's over for all of us. So I think that, like you are saying, people are watching what is going on, and they really want to come in, and we have to grab our chance now. We have the privilege to be on the first line. So it's not time to play around with that position, each and every one of us who is in the mass adoption team. Hey, this is the time that you don't even need to sleep. You need to make sure that you keep that position and you do the right thing, because the admin is looking for the best.
Yeah, you got that right.
So it's not about me, but it's about humanity. So we need the best to represent TBC. And this is what people have to understand. It's no more time for history. This is time for action. That when admin said, I want us to reach 1 billion this year, he mean it. And you know what he's doing. And this is what I learned with admin. Every time admin says something, I trust him. I don't want to think too much, but I trust him. Because if I want to debate, at the end of the day, I will understand that what he was saying, he was telling the truth, and he was right. Okay. So thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to always come. Today I was late because I have to check with my wife. She was busy doing things.
Oh,
so I was busy.
Sure, I understand.
My wife, she's a half Chinese. Okay. She's half Chinese. So I was trying to find out, because there's a crisis in China. Some Chinese people are trying to chase African. I don't know if you heard about.
Oh yeah, I'm
Right.
aware of it. I'm aware. They told me in Cameron
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, they told me about. I know exactly what's going on. Woo!
Yeah.
I understand. We gotta.
So it's so
Mm, mm.
it's very bad, and we don't really understand what is really going on, because Chinese people are all over the world. So if they are the one who are chasing people from their country, I don't know where they're going to live, because they can't leave all of them in their country. There's no space in China. We all know that. But
Yeah.
ah,
Well, some things are going on in that country that's happening to their own. The government is doing some things that's not too kind to their people in some cases, in some areas in China. And so people flee China and come to other countries, and usually third world countries, people that's already having some difficulties. And they prey upon them because they're looking for something they need or something
yeah,
they want, like land, like minerals. It's so, I know exactly what you're referring to. But by having this crisis that we have, and that we know what it is, we know what it's not, but the thing is, we have a solution here. As you know, we have a solution here for humanity. We just got to let people know what it is. We got to educate those people. Education is crucial in this leadership this leadership ability that we have, educating our people. So when you bring two people on, it's not just about paying the admin fee. That's the first thing. But you got to teach and train those people, as Mr. Emmanuel, South Africa, and many other broadcasters, and Mr. Pratam Kumar, and all of us, the broadcasters, been telling y'all for the last 2 or 3 years that you got to train these two people, and they got to train those two people, and on and on and on. It's got to be that way. We can't have a lot of people in TBC like it's been, that no one knows what to do, when to do it. Those days are over. Like you said, now is the time. Folks, we have a thing we says in the United States. It goes like this: honeymoon time is over. Honeymoon time is over. You've been on your honeymoon. Okay, it's now to go to work. Okay, that's what we got to be thinking. Our mindset is gonna be like you're talking right now. We got so much going on in your country. People can't eat. People can't live. People can't do these things.
let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let me share with you something.
Mm-hmm.
The moment the people from the West realize what is TBC, believe me, they are not gonna joke, because they are looking for something like that. This is what they're looking for. People in Europe, what they don't even, they cannot even imagine something like TBC existing in this world. So that is why the admin saying that we have to go and look for these people, because this is the right time for them to come and join our community. This is the right time, and we need them. So we need to shape our focus on that. When admin says something, he know why he's saying that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He understand why he's saying that. Because it's like sometime when we come to the meeting with the admin, some people are just listening, but they are not trying to go deep and understand where are we going. Admin saying that
you
we
know
have
why that
already
is?
done it.
Do you know why that is, Trust? Because it's fear, brother. People fear to go to that level. It's fear.
That is true. That is true. I have some SMS where people asking me how are we going to manage, how are we going to contact these people from the east. These people are not so easy. I'm just surprised. But when I inbox one of them, they are so flexible. They are so flexible. It's just a matter of trusting yourself. Don't undermine yourself. Okay? I cannot come and say, no, if I speak to Mr. Coffee, is going to reject me. Why am I negative first from the beginning? But if I speak polite and I try to explain why I'm talking to you, and if you understand what I'm talking, I want to share with you, you have a choice to take it or leave it. That is what, and I learned it from Agni.
Right.
Don't try to too much explain and keep on explaining. This is no time for that.
Mm-hmm.
If people are really interested, they will join. They are going to join. So this is what we are making. We in Africa, we are making mistake because
Mm-hmm.
we undermine ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You see, we don't know our true value. So when we approach somebody, we undermining ourselves first.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why we in Africa, we always remain where we are. But I believe,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, I believe with time we'll get there. That's one I believe on that. We
Oh,
get there.
you're right.
But let me tell you something. There's something good with African. We have a good heart.
Mm-hmm. I
This
believe
is the
that.
need.
I know that for a fact. I know that. I can see. I saw that when I came to Africa. That's one thing that I learned about people. Very good. They
We,
got good hearts. Oh my God, y'all do.
yes, that is our nature,
Mm-hmm.
African.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think is we are learning. We African, we are learning from you guys, and I believe we will get there. But
Mm-hmm.
we need to do more. We need to put more effort and
Yeah.
stop complaining.
Ah.
Okay, we need to stop complaining
Mm-hmm.
and stop doing comparison. To stop analyzing. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll see that our community people want to understand why and where and why admin is doing this. Why is it doing this? No,
My God,
there's
just
no
do
time.
it. Just do it. Just try it. Try it.
That's true. Just try it and do it and see
Yeah.
where you can
And see what
see
happens.
where yes, see what happened. That's how life is.
You're right. You're so right. You are so on
We
point today. You're so on point what you're saying, Mr. Trust. I'm with you, brother. I hear you loud and clear. This is the things that is what you're saying is already in my mind. I hope it gets in other people's mind though. This is the thing I've been saying on all these over 500 broadcasts I've been talking about. Mindset. It's time to stop the complaining. Stop. Stop getting. You know what? I put an expression like this. People got a habit of blocking their own blessings.
that
God
is
already
true.
got something for you, and you're blocking it every time. You put roadblocks in the way. When you could be further ahead. That's why the subject matter is today is about leadership qualities.
Let me just
Leaders don't sit back and complain. Leaders don't
yeah,
complain.
that is you're perfect, you're right.
People,
You
leaders say, okay, let's get busy. Let's go out and do it. We can achieve anything. Don't you know y'all God's children, you can achieve anything when you put him first in it?
yes,
I'm not a
yes.
I'm not a minister or pastor, but I know that is true. If you put God first in anything you do on this earth, you can never fail. It's impossible to fail. It is impossible to fail. God didn't bring admin here to train us, just to train us. It's about humanity here. It's about humanity. You know, this a crisis that we're going over. Do you think that's really bothering me, folks? I'm just as content here at home. I'm using this time to broaden my mindset, get even more greater than I am. I'm praying, doing a lot of praying, not just for me, but the people, for humanity. We're going to get, I said yesterday, this too will pass. This too will pass, and it's going to take all us to another level. The powers that be who created this crisis, it's going to fall. They think they got us, but they don't. And that's the kind of attitude you got to have. You did nothing. The unknown did nothing but made me greater. I don't know about you all. It just did. They thank you. Thank you for putting me in my home. Thank you. You just made me more focused. That's the type of attitude you should have. By me going to Africa, guess what? It made me even more focused. Thank you, Africa. Thank you, Nigeria and Cameroon. You made me more focused. When I see Mr. Emmanuel, all he's going to do is make me more focused. I'm going to say, thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. When I come to India and see Mr. Bhutan Kumar, I'm going to say, thank you, Mr. Kumar. I feed off the goodness of you guys. Don't you? You know one thing? I say this all the time to people in TBC. I feed off of you all. Y'all giving me strength. And that's the kind of way we got to see each other in this family. Feed off of each other's strengths. Don't pay attention to those naysayers and all those people that want to take you off your game. Stay on your game. Listen to admin. Listen to your leadership. Listen to the people that can take you to another level. Folks, you're looking at a man that's been trained over 10 years about leadership. I've been trained by multi-millionaires. Admin is just one of what I've been trained by. I already have the attitude that we can't fail in TBC. I believe we're going to get to 1 billion members. I believe in everything admin is saying. Don't you think admin has seen somewhat of this same model before in another business by which they were taken to another level? Admin told us one time about how he got to a millionaire in 9 months. He told us step by step how it happened in terms of how much he made. Making as much as $10,000 per day. Per day. Not per week, per month, but per day. He said, I couldn't even spend it all. Then later on, I developed appetite for it. That's why admin is trying to get you all to see what's about to happen to a lot of you all. When y'all started reaching that I call that abundance level, when you really living abundantly, like God wants you to live, then everybody in your family and your friends going to say, what has happened to you? You're like you transformed. And you're going to say to them, I've been this person all along. I wanted you to transform. And then what's going to happen? They're going to come in later. They're going to come in this opportunity later. Some of them are going to come later because they're going to see you transforming, you doing something great things. You earning all this income. You blessing other people. You're doing all these great things in TBC. They're going to see it. We're going to see it. Well, let me hear from Mr. Excuse me. Let me go to Mr. Kumar of India. How you doing there, Mr. Kumar? I know he's been listening, waiting. I know he has something to say. He always got some great things to say, so get prepared, folks.
Right on, brother. Thank you so much once again for giving me such kind of a golden opportunity to be in this platform, in this house with the wonderful leaders. Morning session, perhaps in my time, Indian Standard Time. You know, brothers, worldwide brothers and sisters, I really had a very bad time to cope with the situation, how to mingle with you all, because I really have a MTI, mother tongue influence. However, I manage how to speak English, how to learn English, so that I become familiar with all the English speaking people around the world. This is a really hard time for me, and I am truly honored to join in such a wonderful platform. I joined in 2017 October, and during a short period of time, I work with the many leaders worldwide the dynamic and esteemed leaders. I truly miss my brother Randy Wilson. He is one of my big fan, and at the same time my brother too, and he's a very big mentor. And recently, after the last meeting or the session along with the wonderful leaders, Brother Stephen, Kofi, and other leaders too also, I have written a statement to that, brother, we really miss you. We welcome you on board. Our door is still open worldwide. Definitely he will be turning back, and he also acknowledge what is happening. He keeps observing what is the situation and what are the other levels the Amen had instructed us to be to the another dimension or another platform, whatever we are leading. We have been, and many of our business associates who have already joined the TBC community had already become the orphan. Let us not make the orphan. As long as we are the parents for them, how dare they call that they are the orphans? It is our sole responsible that they had been the orphan and they had been the kringler long time. We made them sleep. Let us wake them up and let us proceed and march forward for this wonderful and the golden opportunity the Creator had provided for all of us. This is a wide opening for all of us. Let us wake them up, and they had slept so much and much. We are the parents for them. Let us not make the kringler. Let us make the real divisions rather than becoming as a or staying alone as a kringler. They don't want to be the or become as orphan in TBC. They never have the hope that they will become the orphanage in a TBC. They had a mindset that because of this TBC, they will be leading or going somewhere or the other in a true and a proper direction. So it is our sole responsible being a leadership in this call that we need to regain their energy back in the right direction once again, so that they should not be left behind in uniting together to uplift the humanity coach to end the global poverty worldwide, brothers and sisters. This is my appeal, my suggestion to you all. Let us wake them up once again. Let us give another chance. Many leaders, it is not a creation. It is being a creation out of the experience. We truly understand that even the pencil has the eraser at the tip of the at its on tip, because the company who is the manufacturer of the pencil understands that the student who is going to write that with the help of that pencil definitely going to make mistake. That is why the company puts the eraser on the tip of the pencil. So to urge human to forgive is divine, and let us forgive them out of the curiosity, the mindset, and they didn't have the patience. So let us forgive them. Let us not make the orphan, because as long as we are the parents for them, we had been leading to another direction, another kind of the horizons, because we truly understood the path that we are going to lead that direction, because our goal, we have already foreseen it. This is our ambition, the vision, and they could not realize it. However, we have been leading for this global unity, and let us not left behind our children too also, brother. This is my appeal, all the leaders in this house. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I want to reply to the leader from Philippines. I really appreciate the speech that you have done. You have said coming from his heart. And I think what he's saying, I want just to be honest. Okay? What I want to say is that, life, I don't think the administration is going to reject anyone who deserves to come back, because everything depends of each and every individual. Okay, we are here because we accept to be here. So anyone who is ready to be with us is welcome. Is handed to it.
That's right.
We have our support. This is all what we need. We need the best on each and every one of us. So I think that him saying that is because he care about these people, and we also care about all of them. And the only way to save TBC is to give the best of ourselves, the best on each and every one of us. Okay? Because if I'm here, it's because I want to be here. Okay? Even if I've done something wrong, I will come back home because this is home. And I will dedicate myself to show that I'm coming back home. I've done something wrong by the past, but I'm ready to change for something good. Okay? Because what I believe is that there's no one in the community now who is happy to not seeing those people to not coming back. But we cannot just go and take them back and bring them back. If they don't want to come for themselves and dedicate themselves the way we commit ourselves. I don't know if you understand. So I just want to appeal and say it's not up to us, it's up to them, because they are welcome. We welcome everyone. Like Admin always saying, it's up to you guys. It's not up to me.
Right. That's
You
correct.
understand? It's up to you guys. So if you want us to do it, we'll do it. So I just wanted to say to the leader, thank you very much for saying this, because I personally spoke about Mr. Randy. I want to be honest with you guys. When I joined TBC, I was listening to you, Mr. Coffee. I was listening to Mr. Randy. I was listening to Mr. Mbe. Okay? And I learned a lot. And suddenly when I joined the community, I end up not seeing Mr. Randy doing broadcasts like usually, and I even go into even send him a request, a friendship request. I never get a feedback. He never answer my message. So I was like, what is going on? But I never tried to focus on it. But I was inspired by him. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
So is someone that we need in the community, but it's up to him. Okay, it's up to him, because he's welcome. We love him. We love him. We love everyone in the community, but the decision is up to each and every leader. You want to come back, you're welcome. Show just that you are coming back.
It's up to
You are
that
ready
person. It's up to that person.
It's up to the person, not to us, the leaders. We welcome everyone, like the admin said. We are welcoming everyone. It's up to you guys to decide, are we making it this year or not? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See, like you said, it's up to us, because no matter who leaves TBC, folks, it is up to you. Don't put too much emphasis on that particular person. We're not in for any one person. We're in for humanity as a whole. We're in for getting our goal is to help people out there. We can't be concerned about anybody. You know? And my thing is this, folks, this is all about our community, our private community, TBC. Let's go right now. I want to hear from people that hear from that much here. Gabu? Is that Gabu? Let me see. Yeah, I can. You're not muted now. How you doing, Gabu? Oh, I can't hear. I can't hear. I can't hear you. Maybe she don't have her audio on, but she's unmuted. But I can't hear you too well. That's okay. Don't worry about it. If you can't, I know you're trying to talk, but I can't hear you. But thank you so much for being here, Gabu. Thank you so much. Mr. Emmanuel from South Africa, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, Brother Stephen. Thank you so much. I want to greet all the members who are in this panel, everyone here, guys, is so much important. Each one of us were given different skills, different talents that are God-given. Each one of us here has got a purpose to serve humanity in terms of taking TBC forward. I want to thank each and every leader here. I'm so much happy to see Pritam Kumar. He's one of those guys who have been here when I joined. I also remember guys like Randy Wilson. He used to be called the voice of TBC when I joined.
Yeah, I remember, yes.
And I remember I even attended his classes. He was my coach. I learned a lot out of him.
Cash flow classes, yeah.
Cash flow. It was called cash flow coaches, I think so. So he used to be a pillar of support, a pillar of strength. Leaders like Stephen Kefi, guys, Stephen Kefi, you are really an amazing leader in this community. You are an inspiration of the entire community, including your Mr. Enbey, Derek. We are so much inspired, guys, to see people like you. I'm also remembering the Bangla leader who is a host of the Bangla. Mr. Noah, yes, those guys. I always remember them, guys. And I want to admire and appreciate my brother here, Trust. He's a good leader as well. I have not known him so long, but he is also vocal. If you listen to him, really, you are going to be branded into being a new person. Guys, all of you guys here, you are all special. You are all special. And this broadcast in particular is so much a special broadcast because it takes us to ask ourselves. You need to go inside yourself and do the self-introspection. Leadership qualities, that is what we need to focus, understand, because we are going to be the admin of TBC. So we need to know how we are going to lead from the front. We'll be dealing with people, you know, people of different styles, people who come from all different walks of life, people with different characteristics, and they need you to understand them. If you are a leader, you need always to be to have a sense of humanity, love and respect, because our slogan here, our motto is about love and respect for humanity. If you're a leader, you always give other people a chance. You understand? You make them feel better than you. You make them feel at home. You make them feel something. You understand? Even if you see some mistakes or some weaknesses, you try and wake them up and bring them to the same level where you are. It's about accommodating, it's about listening to somebody, it's about having sympathy, it's about having vision, it's about advising, it's about educating, it's about leading, being you know, integrity. You know, those points, if you can read them and try and practice them. And in some cases, some leaders, guys, are born. Some leaders are born as leaders.
Some are born.
Yes, when they came to this world, they came with leadership skills in their blood. They took it from their parents, from God. Yeah, you cannot teach them. They are leaders by nature, you understand? And they live according to the standard of being a leader. You can't, they don't force themselves. It happens automatically, naturally. They enjoy what they are doing, you understand? So we've got other people like this. Some leaders like ourselves, we love to learn and listen and follow and be mentored. Others are just natural leaders. So I'm so much happy for this particular broadcast, Steve. This is a great, I so much wish you can continue doing what you do. And you know what, Stephen, sometimes I ask myself, what keeps you going? You know, you are leading us here in terms of the broadcast stars. I think you are now a broadcaster 500 and what?
80.
580. Just imagine.
I'm 20 away from 600 broadcasts. 20 away from 600.
You have inspired me. You have inspired everyone, including me. Really, I'm saying from the bottom of my heart.
It's about being consistent. I'm consistent, but to me, for me, maybe I'm a little hard on myself, but I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm still striving to get there. I'm still a student, like you say. I'm still a student of the blog. I follow the blog every day. I just do. You know, I'm still not. I don't feel like I'm still lacking in some cases what MBA and ACE is in terms of what their leadership. I'm still lacking some areas that I got to turn it up.
We need to understand that, guys. We can't all be the same. We're different.
Yeah, we're different. Yeah.
Let us be specific. You specialize in your own field, in your own way.
Yeah. My leadership is really strong and goodwill. I'm really doing giving. And I'm just and we're just beginning in that. It's gonna get bigger, maybe bigger than admin even knows.
Exactly.
No, admin chose the right one for being ambassador goodwill because my mindset about giving is gonna be bigger than we are and Murdy and our family doing now. You know, some people like in Uganda ask, when can we come to Uganda? Well, because I got to follow admin's lead, you know, it may come a day when Mbe and I, because we'll be part of admin. When admin steps down a little bit more, we make the decision. Okay, Mbe, it's time for us to go to India. It's time for us to go to wherever. It's time for us to go whatever. I may decide by myself. Okay, it's time for me to go by myself somewhere because I'm not afraid to go in any country because I do my homework before I even go over there. And I got friends in a lot of countries, like Somalia and Kenya. I got a Peter in Kenya that I want to see. It's so many people in Africa in different countries that I really want to see in person. Yeah. I love people. I just love people.
The other thing that I want to say is we need to appreciate each other.
Yes.
And understand that we were given different strengths, different talents from God. So we need to combine these different talents into being one thing.
Learn from each other.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to combine everything into being one thing. Once we have got this one thing, then we will remain solid, untouchable, and we will always prosper and go forward. You see?
Yeah, we like that picture. What that picture called Hydra. That Hydra. We
exactly.
We're like admin is like that one body, but we all over the place. You know.
Exactly.
You know, bringing people in TBC, building humanity, making what humanity should be, not the powers that be of the government and central banking system said it should be, but what the people, because we know TBC is of is of the people, by the people, for the people. You know?
Exactly.
So so that is so great.
Let me interrupt to all my
Sure.
wonderful leaders. My appeal is let us use the TBC as a tool for the upliftment of the humanity coach. I was one of the hosts to another specific language, Hindi, that was not official, in the terms that our language is not official nationwide. That is not my native language. At that time, I had my intention that because of this wonderful opportunity and the platform provided by our admin, why shouldn't I promote my own local language? That's why I had handed over the Hindi language to one of the respected leaders in the community, Madam Tara, thinking in such a way that I would definitely promote my local language. And after seeking the permission from our admin, he granted instantaneous that Pritam, promote your own language. English is not our native language here. Over here, I'm an Indian. Still then, our official language is Hindi. However, I want to promote wherever I had been brought up since childhood. That's why I have been keep promoting my native language. So let us use our TBC as a wonderful tool to promote our own language that should be known worldwide.
Right. Exactly.
This is how much fun we are going to have, or how many transactions we are going to perform later on the other date is not important. Our own custom, our own culture, our own identity, our own language, that is going to be recognized worldwide. This is the main motive for the humanity cause. This is my thought. My thinking may be wrong. Perhaps this is, I suppose this should be the best solution. So I appeal all my leaders worldwide, please promote even your own local language so that we will definitely have the wide expansion very, very soon to reach our ultimatum.
I agree 100%.
Great.
Thank you so much, leaders.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because you know, yeah, it's a very good thing. That's a very good point. Because Edmund wants this humanity means all languages, all. Now, if you're learning from one of us English or somebody else that's speaking another language, whether it's French or whatever it could be, even Hindi, whatever it could be, if we're all of one voice and we're doing the same things, we just got to be consistent. And we got, like you said, Emmanuel, you said a key word, we be of one mind, be of one, and we learn from each other. That's going to be so key, so key. Okay?
Create the history, brothers worldwide, the leaders in this house, create the history because of your region. Let us consider in such a situation that if you are promoting your own local or a dialect language that is being recognized worldwide, being seen worldwide, imagine the situation because of your reason. Let us take an example. Mr. Stephen Covey had promoted his own local language and that has been recognized worldwide. This is history.
This is history. It is. It is. We'll be looking back years later and saying, remember we had that broadcast, we were talking about what Mr. Kumar is saying right now? Promoting your own dialect, your own language. And
please promote it. Please, brothers, I appeal to all my wonderful leaders in this house. Please promote it, brothers. The moment you won't be realized that after promoting that, you are already known by everyone. You are going to create history out of this TBC platform. We have been uniting together because of this TBC under one umbrella, regardless of caste, creed, gender, color, anything. We were born earlier.
Exactly.
We had been
Exactly.
there.
Right.
You won't be realizing these things. We were born together some years back, some centuries back. Why? I didn't know you. Why we have been uniting together because of this platform? Because we were brothers and sisters
A long time ago, we didn't even know
long
it.
time ago in our past.
Mm-hmm.
We have been
Mhm.
united together so
This
that
was meant to happen. This was meant to happen.
we should definitely leave one history that should be recognized by our future generations.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Mr. Pritam, I used to appreciate you so much on the merchants. We have got a good skill with dealing with merchants. You used to bring some merchants here in TBC. I think we have to learn one or two things from you in terms of merchants, because I saw you bringing many merchants in TBC. And I'm so much looking forward that we need to continue with what you are doing.
Seeking the prevalence once again, I'm back again. I had a hard time with my family because my family problems, and I used to litter around to my hill areas and all. So I'm back again. I'm born again. Let's work together.
Yeah, because I know you were dealing with some. I know you were dealing with some of your health concerns too. I remember. You had some health concerns too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
So
Right.
you know, you don't be surprised if you see some other leaders that we spoke of that may be back. Don't be surprised. I see that. I see that possibly happening because I can't imagine. All I can say is, you know, just don't be surprised. Just do not be surprised. Because when I say that I'm going to stay for the long haul, I mean it. I'm not going anywhere. It's, you know, no matter what opportunity I may be in otherwise in this, I'm not going to leave this one. This is too great, too great. But I want to just
let us do it or not do it. This is the only option left.
Right, exactly. One last another. I can't pronounce the name. I spelled the name Mharghie. I don't know how to pronounce that. Female. Are you there?
Margahe. Is it? I pronounce it.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Margahe.
Margie.
Margie. Oh, so sorry. Bad intonation from my part.
Say it again. Contessa, say that again.
Her name is Margie. Margie.
Margie?
Yes.
That's simple? Wow. Wow.
But yes, that one.
Hello, yes, it's me, thank you.
Okay. Margie, okay, your name is spelled very easy. It looks different though. It looks different. In America, we spell that a different way in America.
We were just pretending so that you should definitely show your face to the world leaders.
I'm washing my fridge right now.
What country are you from?
I am originally Philippines.
Okay.
Now
okay.
I'm based in Italy. I'm in Italy now.
Oh my God, you stuck like Mr. Simone, you stuck in your home in Italy.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to get better, folks. This is not going to last forever. I know it's taken a long time. We all want to get out. That country you're in is a beautiful country. My God, Italy is beautiful. I see these pictures on Instagram and I say, I got to go. I got to go there. I got to go. It is beautiful. The water is pretty. It's beautiful there. Beautiful country.
We will meet you if you will come in Italy.
Italy is beautiful. You know? I love those buildings in India that Mr. Kumar
yeah.
I love the buildings there. The structures are incredible. You know, we got a beautiful world, folks. And you know, once everybody's freed up and we doing really well financially in TBC, you know, we need to, you know, I visualize this one day we all together somewhere, whether it's a cruise, whether it's a resort somewhere, wherever it is. Every face I see here right now, I want to see in person. Every one of you all, you know?
Wow.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? That'd be great. Everybody, I don't care where you're from. You know, if we stay on this Master Doctor team, do what Admin says, and he's gonna train us. We do exactly. You know, for by the way, about merchants, I remember one, and I've said this before. Some of you may hear me say this. Admin said one time in a training, he had something that merchants is going to be so good they can't refuse it. So whatever it is, it must be something he's going to offer that merchant that they can't refuse it. So if it's that good and he trained us that well, my goodness. He doesn't want us to go out and get big companies. He wants to go to mom and pop type stores, you know, people, you know, family stores or smaller shops to get those type of merchants we want. And I know, and my God, what I saw in Africa, that's all I saw. I saw all down the streets, merchants everywhere. And I said, as we were driving, I said, Mbe, merchant, 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 TBC, merchant. That's all I could see, you know? Because everyone's shops buy from them.
Sorry, excuse me, but having a merchant, it needs license, right?
Yes, yes. Admin wants to have a license. Yes, they have to have a license. That is so very good
Without
point.
having a license, the small shop like in that Philippines, they can't be a merchant.
Are you also from the Philippines?
Yes, I am.
Oh, great, great, great. Are you in the Philippines now or Italy?
No, I'm with Margie, based in Italy.
Oh, both of you all. Okay, okay. A lot of times, I notice a lot of times the Philippines, they live in other countries because they work in those countries.
Yes,
and we need to recognize regarding this merchandising platform also. I mean, had in our earlier sessions, the MTA program, the training session, that if the company is not authenticated, and if it is authenticated, then the thumbs up sign should be there. Please acknowledge this. Otherwise, there are
also to have a license first before to get in
definitely the company should have the trade license, the corporate license that should run in a sound manner. Otherwise, consider that the whoever comes up as a merchandising would become as a scam, trying to scam us also. So and there's for the authentication part, there should be definitely a thumbs up sign. Emin had already viewed. This is the symbol. Please acknowledge this also. Emin had already instructed this kind of the methodology to all of us in our earlier sessions. Please acknowledge this, brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Okay, but do you know that in the Philippines there's a small merchant? Don't call them merchant because just a small shop they have in the small town. They can buy things there like food, rice, but they don't have any license because they just sell in the houses. They put some things there and then they sell in their town. So that kind of merchant, it's not the admin cannot accept that kind of merchant, right? Maybe we can use that as a merchant, peer-to-peer transaction only with your friends. Is it possible?
Yeah, well, I can say this, because although under the classification of a merchant, as he was talking about in the back of our Cream Cash back office, KCBO, there's a place for them. But that doesn't mean that that individual cannot be a TBCN. That doesn't mean that that individual cannot be as an individual in TBC, as a member, a separate member, a one member, as far as being, to be in our platform, as even on the master
will be on Team B, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they may have their own individual shop, may not have their license. They may not come under the classification of a merchant, but they can come under classification as a regular member.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what people need to understand. That I'm sure of.
Okay.
Any one person can be a member of TBC if they want to be. Any one person.
Yeah, even a baby that born already, because all our babies is already registered in TBC.
Okay, good, good, good.
And this morning I have to ask something to admin, but with all the people who is inside and asking, interrupting, I can't have a chance to ask. Maybe can you answer my question?
I try.
Because I have, for instance, I have a friend who is registered in TBC. No, they were paying monthly fee, but they don't move anything. I mean, they are already 72 years old, 75 years old, but they would like to stay as Team A. But I think admin told us to everybody in Team A that you have to do effort to be a leader. But those people who is older, They cannot do as admin want to do. That is my problem, and I would like to ask admin how to do, what to do about them.
Well, basically, he said that if they're still paying, if they've been paying every month, everybody's good right now. But I think he said, I think we all agreed to June. We're gonna have to, and when June comes, that person, the first requirement going to be that we have to bring in two people,
Yes.
which is not as difficult, but those two people can be right-in family members if they're not already in. They can be family, they could be friends, it could be anybody, like that.
Because yeah, I understand that. Because if they put two people under their name and they pay monthly fee with those two people, they can get bounty also, and they can pay their own account, right?
Right, because you get every member gets half. Every time you bring a member, you get half of that.
Yes,
that comes back to you. Two people. That's why I say two people can pay for any person's admin fee every month. If there's, but you got to train those two people to do it every month, and they got to do the two people for each.
So to multiply every time.
Yes.
Okay.
But now, because now this is the other part. Once, like the people that's the people that's 75 or so.
Yes.
Now, if they cannot do certain requirements later, like go and find a merchant or whatever, can't do that. They're not in because of health concerns. That's not anyone's fault. We know that we get older and some things we can't do.
And also there are not the people that asking people to do things, because sometimes they work just inside the house, nothing. Old people, and most of the time with my friends, which is older than that, their children doesn't believe in TBC or whatever cryptocurrency they were in. Only the mother, which is older than them, they still believe and hope for the best for future for them and also for their children. So these old ones, they apply in TBC, they registered in TBC, and they hope for the best for them. But their children doesn't believe in anything they were in. That's why it's a little bit complicated, Most, not most, some of my friends is like that, in same situation.
It's going to happen. You're going to have situations like that. That's very common. Not everybody's going to believe what you believe in, but they're going to become. But some people some people become believers later once they see what you're doing. Once you start being, that's why I talked about leadership qualities today, because when most people become leaders, some people are followers. They just don't want to be a leader. They just don't feel, some people don't have enough confidence in themselves. That's what it comes from. It could be upbringing. It could be the way you brought up. It could be the way you brought up. It could be the way you brought up as a follower.
Because I'm not a networker or anything before. I don't do any networker, but my mother was born as a networker. So maybe before I don't do anything 3 years ago. And then I started to know other cryptocurrency, and then somebody endorsed the TBC, and then Oli Pabalan, if you know her, the leader from Italy, she teach me how to pay TBC, how to register, and then until I started to read the blog, and then I heard from some of the broadcaster in the dashboard, and then I just registered people because my mother's the one who encouraged people to join the TBC. And then afterwards, I started to do my own. And now Margie is one of my downline. She is also a kind of leader we can count on later, because she is also a networker now.
Okay, great, fantastic. Y'all at the right broadcast today. I mean, I'm not saying everybody that's broadcast now. Good, I'm saying y'all at this leadership broadcast. This is good. This is good for y'all.
Maybe I start also to do what you're doing, but I don't have any courage yet to do what you're doing, like
but it comes. Remember one of the qualities was talking about. It's something you have to earn. It's something that happens later for you. I couldn't do what I was doing 10 years ago right now. I couldn't get in front of people and do a broadcast.
I follow you since last year.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Since you have in 25 broadcasts, 25, and then now you have more than 500. Yeah. I can imagine you do it every day.
Yeah. Folks, it's for y'all, some people know this, y'all may not know it, but I was doing 2 broadcasts even on Saturday and Sunday. I was doing them every day, and I was the only one in the whole community was doing that. But I did it not to get ahead of anybody. I did it because I enjoyed it so much. It was part of my day. It was essentially part of my day. I made it part of my day, and it became so easy. And I have no fear of doing it no more. I stopped that long time ago. It just become easier. And then I started finding more material that I can use in TBC, and Abby started liking it was wondering, why am I finding all this material? Well, one thing, I'm retired. I retired 10, 11 years ago. So I have the one thing that most adults don't have, and that's time. I got all this time. So I use my time wisely. I sit and I learn, and I got other mentors too that teach me things. And so I stay on the internet, I read. That's why I read the blog maybe 3 times a day. Blog,
Randy Wilson is one of the coaches, I think, no?
Mm-hmm.
She teach TBC in the privately, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
y'all. And how about?
Go ahead.
How about you? Do you do like Randy Wilson before? You coaches people?
Yeah, the people on my team, I coach them, but the problem with some people in your teams, they always do what you do or not willing to do what you do. They just, I did a broadcast, a really good broadcast. Actually, I did the day I did it. I did a year ago. I did the same one a year ago. A year later, it was about it's further on my Facebook page. It has this diagram of fear, different types of fear, and that's the second area that most people can't get past. That fear part. Everyone has more in them than they think they have, but they're just not willing to let it emerge and become what it is. And people can become a leader.
I have a little bit fear still until now. Even I teach TBC, there's still some questions in my mind.
Well, this is what I recommend for you. I recommend for you and your partner there. Y'all come to MBay, subscribe to MBay's, if you haven't already, his YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel on the Stephen Cuffey. Okay, my Facebook page is Tyrone Cuffey. But the thing is, subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, right?
Oh, you already have. Okay. Just go back and listen to, if you already have listened to some of our broadcasts. Try to come to the live when we can ask questions. And back to that question you're talking about, the older people. We realize that some people are not going to be able to do some of these requirements. The most unfortunate thing, they may drop down to Team B. They're still part of our mass adopting team. Somebody will move up in that spot. Admin is looking for people that can do these requirements and do these requirements. Let me hold on a minute. I had to meet my brother because he didn't know it was me. Like I was saying, we have to basically we have to those that can actually do the requirements will actually be on it. That can't do them, they will drop down to Team B. And they still we're getting, as far as TBC coin, is still getting 1 coin each month. That's still a 1 coin worth $11.3 million in dollars right now. So they still getting 1 coin. But right now, pay it on. I tell everyone, pay your at me on the first day. Benefit from getting 30 TBC coins. And let's see what this and let's get everybody doing the same thing. Yes. And then the pay in the admin fee will be an afterthought. We just do it because you're gonna be receiving now more Bitcoin bounty because of the rotator. As we get more people involved, that's going to increase. Admin is moving from 10% up to 50%. Now I don't know what he's going to do beyond that. He may go all the way up to 100%, but he jumped from 10 to 50 depending on how many people collectively we bring in. So we just gotta all do that. Like my brother Musa was originally from he lives in Maryland, my neighboring state, but he's from an African country too. He's a great broadcaster himself. He does his also in his language. And Mr. Simone, he does his in his language. He's only maybe like 20 away from me. He's way up there. He's got 560 some, I believe now. So He also lives in Italy, as y'all know. You can learn from him. It's so many great leaders that's right here today. But let me go right now. One person I want to that we haven't recognized in our community in a long time. Carmen Lester. Carmen Lester, are you there? Carmen Lester? Carmen Lester?
Yes, Steve, yes.
How you doing there?
I'm trying to manage other things while listening to you. I'm so happy to see you.
Okay, okay. But thank you so much for staying with us in TBC. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, my pleasure. I wouldn't leave TBC for anything. But there are certain things that are concerning to me, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but there is something that has been going on with the, what is it, the rotator payment for the community once we reach the 11111, you know, the group A. There is a miscalculation according to me, and I checked back with Christina because I was wondering if I'm incorrect, because I've gone through many times doing the multiplication of those numbers. Admin put in this green table this 4 or 5 billion? 4 billion, yeah, 4 billion members multiplied by 12.5, right?
Yeah, $12.50, yes. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, so 4 billion. There is no such number. We are coming up to 4 million members. Mm-hmm. So why the multiplication started with 4 billion and in the end it comes up to a huge amount of money per month?
No, you're looking at the ending. You're looking at the higher number. Admin was not even going to start the rotator. Admin wanted to start it when we got to maybe 1 million additional. But he wanted to start it earlier because he wants to start it now so people can start getting into that point of being a TBC admin. He wanted all 111 to be TBC admin. You're looking at the bigger number later on. We'll eventually get there, but we got to get to 1 billion at the end of this year. That's the whole idea. That's why, see, this is the whole idea this has happened. Let me explain this to you all, because maybe y'all wasn't at the training, so you didn't hear from admin. Admin gave us all the promotions that he gave us to get us to 1 billion members. The problem was that people were not getting there. Like early in my broadcast today, I talked about admin. Admin looked, April of last year, admin was all at the point that the money wasn't coming in to pay the bills, to pay his staff, to keep TBC, our back office going, the wallets, all that moving. So people were not paying the $10 per year. So what admin did is started the Bitcoin bounty back in April of last year, which has been a huge success. People started getting more people involved. Things started working. Things are picking up. So admin says, okay, we tried it the way that we wanted to do it in the beginning with just the whole community, but that wasn't working. So admin said, they started strategizing and saw another way that we could get our 1 billion members there. And that is having a 111,111 mass adopted team. He's done the math. The math is true. You can't, one thing you do math, it doesn't lie. It's true. It is what it is. And so he did it. He found out.
But forgive me if I interrupt you. It's not 4 billion. It's 1 billion.
I know we're not there yet. No, we're not there yet. Don't be concerned so much about the 4 billion. We got to let's start. We'll get there. We'll get there.
No 4 billion. There is no 4 billion. There is 1 billion that we are pursuing.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually, but he's just giving you what the numbers will be at some point, so you can see the vision of us being where we are to where we can be. Because he didn't start. If you look at the PDF in our KCBO with the Criminal Cash Back Office, it starts with 1 million, and 1 million. Then you see, then it started. The bounty for everyone on Team A will be 1,100. I think it's 43 or something like that. That may be not a lot of money per year, but in some countries that would be. But as it get higher, maybe next month it may be at 3 million. Then it'll go up. Then it'll go up eventually over time until we build our membership. He just wants us to first The first goal for admin Warners is get to 1 billion at the end of this year. And it can be done based on the master adopted team and what he's training. He's coming out the dark. And in a few more months, people are going to even see him. I'm letting you know that because I know this to be true. And it's going to happen. You're going to hear from him, and you can hear him from him every day now, 7 days a week. But you're going to eventually see him. And if you just open, like I said before to everybody, if you open your eyes, open your heart, and open your ears and listen to him, he'll get you right where you want to be, because he's already shown proof of that with 2 individuals that we know of in TBC, and that is Mr. Mbe Derek and also Ace Fletcher in the Philippines. And I had an opportunity to talk with, have some personal conversations with Mbe and about admin and where we going. And I tell people to have the vision. When you see big numbers like that, it doesn't seem believable. It doesn't seem as possible. But the math has been done. It can be done. And he's just showing what each person on Team Bay are receiving. Because admin is really big about, he said, I don't want to be the only one that's making all this income as far as my own merits and what I did years ago. Our whole art influence is about abundance. Admin wants us to live life abundant like it says in our Holy Bible. He doesn't want us to live in lack and scarcity, because that's artificial as man as has created. Admin wants us to live in abundance and want us to get there. It's just that if some, I'm not saying for you, but I said if some TBCians, they may not see the vision because they may have missed out on some things. And what we got to do is we got to go back. I tell people to go back, become true students of the blog, because everyone is timely. Everyone, and it carries up to us to the point we are now, even in the private blog in our KCBO. But even the public one that's still visible, you can go back and get back to where you used to be and to where we are now, and you'll be able to see everything much more clear what admin is explaining to us. Because admin, one thing he's done, he's been very transparent. He showed his back office. He's showing us different things, proof of different things. He's showing everything. Everything is right there in front of you, and you can ask him any question. He'll be more happy to answer. And I just pray that everyone see the vision and stay in the game and stay here and see and do exactly what some people have done to get them where they are. Because when I think about those 2 individuals I just named and what they were doing prior to TBC and the income they were making, how they were living, they're living total different lives than it used to be, because they now see abundance. They feel abundance. And admin wants every one of you all to feel the abundance that Mbe and Ace is experiencing right now. He wants every one of us to feel that. Because he said,
my brother,
yeah, go ahead,
Emmanuel.
Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Can I come in there?
Sure.
Admin wants all of us to get closer to him these days, because that is why he's conducting these daily presentations for us. It will work better for each one of us to see that we align ourselves, we attend to these trainings nowadays. They are very much important. And admin is always ready to answer any questions. So let us attend these meetings so that we can all get on board and have the same vision like admin, and understand his language, understand where he is taking us to. This is going to help us share the common right information to our prospects. You understand? I have observed admin is prepared for all of us here in this community.
Yes,
He's
he is
prepared
now.
to take us forward. He's prepared to empower us. He is open for any criticism, for any questions, for anything. So let us use, let us
even if you doubt any doubts you may have, he will answer any questions.
Any doubts,
anything.
say it in that forum. It's a good forum for us. This is the good time, because these things that we always have, they are hindering us to see the vision of admin. So if we come closer, he's going to help us, educate us, and take even the fears, even the brainwashing that we have, you understand? So I'm appealing to all of us here, let us take advantage of the opportunity that admin is giving to us. Let us invite even those guys who are sleeping, you understand? We have people who joined TBC, some of them only paid once, some of them ended paying the $10 admin fee. They don't even know about what is happening now. They don't even know about 8 grains. They don't even have any information. Those guys are empty. You understand? So they must come to admin. Admin has got all the medication for everything, misunderstanding, confusion, and everything. They will be all right if they attend to admin meetings this day.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. When we start these meetings, I did a 12-hour meeting, the longest meeting with admin with people around the world when I was in a hotel, and we started this thing with myself and Mbe were doing them in the hotel, and we continued once I got back to my country. Do y'all know that I lose sleep every day just to be there? I don't know about you all, but I'm serious about my life and my family and people that I know changing. I'm serious about that. I'm going to lose my own individual sleep to make sure that I get me and my family and the other people in TBC where they need to be, because I want people to start experiencing abundance so we can change the lives of others. That's what it's about. It's got to start with you first, and then you starting to change the life of others. That's what it's got to be. And that's why I teach you all, I was teaching people and showing people today about leadership abilities. And not everybody going to have it. Not everybody going to earn it. Not everybody going to have it, but you still can be a part of teammate even of being a follower. You just got to still do what admin asks you to do, because it's got to be among for all of us. It's got to be for all of us, not just by some. It's got everything about TBC is for all of us and all the people to come. So we're going to do this. I know some people may still have some doubts out there. That's okay, because that's human nature. But I tell people, if they come, if they sacrifice what I'm doing, if you sacrifice time, sacrifice whatever you have, and listen to him, and you have your questions can be answered by them. Mbe try to get as many people as possible questions at near the last half an hour of the 90-minute training. And he does them every single day. Now, I don't know what people here, I don't know what time zone you live in, but I know for me, when I came back, most of you in Africa and other parts of the world, y'all are ahead of me in time. But I set my clock, I go to sleep early in early night, and I set my phone to go off at a certain time, because I know they put out the Zoom, and they put the Zoom out about half an hour, 45 minutes before the meeting starts. And I may even ask admin, because I know some people that live over here in the area, in this part of the world, they're missing it. So I may ask admin, is it possible, can we have another meeting for our time zone? Because I know that's been an issue for Christina coming. Christina came yesterday, but I know she couldn't come because, a lot of people are asleep. Yeah,
and Steve, I think my brother there, Mr. Opoila, I think he has got something to say.
Sure, go ahead. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, good morning to some people. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Sure, sir.
Okay. No, I just want to thank everybody for this gathering and greet everybody in the house. This is a very, very important gathering, you see. Like what my brother, Mr. Emmanuel, was just saying about the admin. The admin, if you want to follow him, I think you will grow, you see, in terms of, the way you look at things, the way you perceive things, because like my brother Mbe has been saying, when we are in these meetings, you'd always say admin is the most intelligent and the most smart person in the group. And that is very true. That man is very, yeah, if you look at him, if you can listen to him, if you can,
he's the real deal.
see the way he handles himself, whether it's in criticism or whether it's in what, that man is composed, you know. He knows what he's doing and he's sure of his story, you see. So if we can all like share my brother's sentiment, my brother Emmanuel, and, you know, follow that man to the latter, you see, I think we'll take TBC far. We'll take TBC very
There's no
far,
ending.
because yeah, he's you know, he knows his story. I think you know, before he came into you know, introducing TBC to the world, that man, I would say he did his assignment fully. You know, he carried out his homework fully. You know, by the time he rolled out his idea, I mean, you know, everything, you can see the way he's driving the whole thing. He's a man who has a mission and he wants to arrive somewhere. So if we can follow him, I think TBC will grow bigger.
Oh yes.
You know, everyone is going to live in abundance. I still believe that. You see, so it is just a matter of, you know, getting people to understand the mission and the vision of our admin, and then try to drive that. Then I know, I'm very sure that somewhere along the line, everybody is going to see, with the current situation where economies are collapsing, I think and I believe people will come to understand the importance of TBC and how it can take them, save them from hunger, from starvation, from poverty. Yeah. So I think this is where we are going. And with the rolling out of the rotator, even today, like yesterday, just a few days after the rotator was announced, I received calls from people who could not believe it from the beginning. I don't know how the news spread, you know. I started receiving people asking me about Team A, how they can get in and how can they maintain Team A. So what I'm trying to put forward is that, you know, these people, I see people coming with very little effort from us. You know, with the coming of the rotator, people are going to come to us. They've already started. Like today in my house, in my account, I have money from the people. They want me to pay for it.
Already.
You see? Yes. I have more, about 5 to 6 people's money with me today.
Wow.
They want me to pay for them, you see. Good. So you can see, no, I've not been to those people. I've never called them. They called me and they said, we are putting money into your account today.
What?
They did that. Definitely, they want to see themselves in the Master Dolphin team, you see. Yes. So I have this feeling, I have this strong feeling that TBC is growing. And
I try to tell people, I told people this was going to happen. People, you're not going to have to go to them, they're going to come to you.
Yeah, it is going to spread like wildfire, I'm telling you. Already it has started.
Yeah, and they better jump on this message of the team now. They better do it now.
Yeah, we are going to do that.
And the other thing.
Just today, I've received people registering in our Botswana team. More than 10 have registered in our team.
Yes.
And they want us to explain to them what TBC is all about. And because I think they heard it from somebody, you see.
Yeah.
You see?
And also,
yeah. No, you can chip in, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yeah, I was saying, you know, the strategy of the TBC Payday Rally Facebook group, it works. It works. Yeah. Also, I've experienced the same thing that you have experienced.
Oh, really?
They are asking, yes, they're asking, what is this TBC all about? Tell us. Yeah. Those people whom we are inviting in the TBC Payday Rally.
Oh, the Facebook group.
Pay attention to them in your Facebook. When they respond, please go back to them and try and put them through, lead them through, show them the way. Those people have got interest with TBC. When they read all these remarks, all these articles that are in the TBC payday rally, they get asking, so they need us to attend to them, and they are joining.
That
I
is
got
very
two
true.
calls today. I got two calls today.
Two
People
calls.
whom I don't even know. Yes.
That is wonderful,
One from,
you see.
one from
That
as
is
far as
wonderful.
Cape Town.
Mm-hmm.
Two calls, and they are joining.
They are
The
joining.
newest, yes, the newest, because of what? Of this Facebook group that admin has created.
Yeah, it's doing a very good job. I think it's a very, admin is very smart. I know, with his innovations. I don't know. I wonder if he's like us. It's like he's superhuman somehow. It's like it's above us.
Let me tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you. I know exactly what it is. It maybe sound new to you all, but it's not new to me because I've had trainings people like him before. I mean, visually in classroom training, I've seen people like him before.
Okay.
I know. I don't believe he lives. I don't know where he lives. I don't think he lives here in America necessarily, but I think he's from here. He's probably had some trainings that I've had before, because I'm gonna tell you, for a person to become a millionaire in 9 months, that's pretty special. That's pretty special, folks. To go from nothing to that, he told us how much he struggled. Maybe not struggled, some of you struggle, but he struggled. He's talking about even financially. He used to tell me, told us, and from making to get to the point where he's making 10,000 a day. That's unreal.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that. But he said, I'm not saying it to brag or boast. I'm saying it to express upon you. I want each one of you to experience what I experienced. I want each one of you to experience that abundance that TBC is about. Because TBC is about love and respect, but it's also about abundance. Sometimes we forget that it's not about having a mindset of scarcity in TBC. That's not the mindset of a member of TBC, folks. The mindset of a TBCN is supposed to be of abundance.
We
got to remember that now. We got to remember that. See, all in the blog, it talks about, the blog teaches you this all the time. That's why I know these things. That's why I know these things, because the blog has taught me this.
Yeah.
Teach your new people, when you tell them about this, one of the first things you should be telling each one of those new members, become a student of our TBC blog. And the way to become a student, you have to pay this 8 grains of gold, whatever that is. But tell them, don't worry that if it seems hard, don't get built up on that, because this rotator is going to be paying you all this income. It's going to be an afterthought to pay at 8 grains of gold. That's going to be nothing for you to pay.
Yeah, that's true.
And then on top of that, really find 2 people. Now you're getting half of the admin fee from them each month, because you're training them to do the same thing. Because the whole idea admin said is in the beginning, we instituted that too. Essentially what's going to happen, each one is paying for each one's admin fee. That's what's happening. Because it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Everybody just 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8, or whatever.
That is true.
The addition is small in the beginning, but it gets large really fast. Look at your 5 or 10 people that's already want to come in, calling you. You didn't have to recruit them. They trying to ask you, what is it all about? Aunt Manuel, look at your 2 already asking you, what is it about?
Yeah, that's true.
And y'all make it simple. Make it simple. Tell them what it's about. Make it very simple for them to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
It's about humanity. It's not about
one other thing. One other thing. This one, Mr. Kofi. It's from me, from me, deep from my heart. From my heart to you, and to MD Bederick. I don't know how to say this, because you see, you guys, okay, from Okay, you remember that the last presentation when you taught us about discovering ourselves, whether you are still in the comfort zone,
yeah,
all zones and all, and today you are bringing something else, something like leadership. You see, and to me, now, okay, if at all I've been asking myself, what did admin see in you and MD, such that he decided to, opt you or vote for you or, select you from the crowd and make you TBC ambassadors. Today I can honestly, deep from my heart, say that, you see, admin made the right choice. He made the right choice in you and in Ember Derek. You guys, I don't know which single word that I can use to to describe you. I don't know whether to say you guys you are an asset to the whole group.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I received
from
that.
deep,
I
deep
received
down
that. I
my
received
heart.
that from you, sir. I
Yeah.
received that from you,
You
sir.
guys are TBC assets.
Thank
And
you.
I want to commend our admin for having had that eye to locate you from where you were and make you admin. Make you ambassadors, and you are now admin. You are all administrators
but we know more admins than you are, though. We the same level you are. It's just that something like Mr. Emmanuel was saying, we just all got talents. We all got good talents. We all learn from each other.
Yeah, you are just awesome. I'm telling you.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you
Wherever
so much.
Ebbe is, maybe he's not in the meeting. Ebbe should understand that I know and I believe he's an asset.
Yeah, but he was taught, like he said, Mbe and Ace was taught by admin even more than me. In the past maybe months, I've been listening to admin and getting some key points from admin and things he's saying to me on a one-on-one. And he saw that as far as being an ambassador of goodwill, he saw what Merlene and myself was doing over in the Philippines as far as goodwill. He saw that because he said, my good, that's exactly what I was doing on my own in some places around the world. He said, I really like that. And then he said, my goodness, look at all these broadcasts you've done. You just showed that leadership. People, you leading by example. He saw me doing that. And he started saying, they're not only just broadcasts, they're quality broadcasts. I said, well, I went out my way to make them that way. See, folks, what you got to understand, what you're looking at a person that's been trained many years ago about people, about these same kind of concepts. I just know these things from things I've learned 10 years ago. Back in 2013, I started. I retired in 2011 from my career, but I started on online marketing and things like that in business until 2011. 2013. And let me tell y'all this little secret about Bitcoin. I know we're on another subject kind of. I heard of Bitcoin in 2010. Had I put just $100 in Bitcoin in 2010, I would have $20 million by now. Because of the fact that Bitcoin went up to 19, almost 20,000 in 2017. It went up 1,000 times the amount what it was costing back then. In other words, I knew Bitcoin when it was not even $1.
Yeah.
If I had but back then my mindset wasn't like it is today. I wasn't paying attention. I heard about it. I didn't know that much about it. I didn't know how to invest in it. And I could have done way more than 100 back then because I had that steady income coming in every month, every 2 weeks. And but it is what it is, but it's still not too late. So, but the thing is, Admin is paying us in Bitcoin. He's paying us that because he doesn't want us to pay us in our own fiat currency. He wants to keep any way that your country can tax you, any connection with the government, he wants to keep them out of TBC. And so, and I like that concept. I like the concept.
My brother, I really, you know, like I was saying, I believe if like everybody in the team, TBC team, could be like you guys, you know, we can get far.
Oh, we can get. Oh, we can get. What Carmen
I
was
like
talking
the
about,
output
4 billion.
that you
If
have,
everybody
you know?
if everybody act like some of us in TBC, we'll be at 10
Yeah.
billion. we'll be at the whole world.
That is it. That
We'll
is
be at
it.
7
But
billion.
I see
The whole
I
the whole
see,
population of being TBC near about.
yeah.
You
But
know
at
what you
least
need to do now?
What's that?
I see some improvement, you see, because we started these meetings with the admin, and then I started with joining your meetings, Mr. Kofi. But the way we you know, some people may not see what we are doing. When I just to cite an example, I was looking at some of the chat comments in our training, the mass adoption team training. Somebody was asking a question about whether we are now in the corona training or the mass adoption team training. You see,
They didn't know what's the difference from the okay.
yeah, you know, then okay, I started wondering, but with time, I came to get what the admin is actually getting us to. You know, if you follow all what he's trying to do to us, you know, he's not only trying to say, okay, focus only in TBC and forget that you are living in a dynamic world. You see, he's saying, okay, TBC is going to be part of the whole thing in the universe, you see. So we need to know what is going on around us and incorporate that into TBC and see how it is going to affect TBC. You see, I think this is the whole idea. So, but okay, with every coming day, I see the behavior of people changing. You see, see how many of us are here today. You know, in my country, it's about 15 minutes before midnight. You see, if it wasn't for you, maybe I'll be dreaming my 10th dream now. You know, you know, but because you know, I have come to respect, I have come to love Mr. Steve Covey. I've come to respect the team that are normally coming into the house when Steve is in control. You know, even now I don't feel sleepy. I know my wife might be angry with me. She's sleeping. She has been sleeping around 8 p.m. But now,
Say, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Where's my husband?
Yeah, you know, but you know, I feel like going on and on because the education is so much, it's so huge, you know. You see, like today, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
You're getting fulfilled. You're getting fulfilled. That's what's happening to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because you know, I feel there's a change in me. I can feel
exuberating, like energy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I do feel like no, you know, tomorrow.
I'm gonna tell you another secret. Can I share another secret? I'm gonna share another secret with you all about me too, that y'all may not know.
All right.
About 5 years ago, I got on my knees and I prayed and I asked God to give me what is it that you want me to do on my remaining time here on earth? Not what I want to do. It's not about me. What do you want me to do? And for the longest time, I never got it until I woke up one morning and I had it. And what it essentially was, it goes like this. I've trained you, I've taught you all kinds of things. I've put all type of people in your life to train you, to help others. So what I want you to do now, I want you to go out and as people you meet, I want you to, in your conversation, find out what their weaknesses are and find, because I've already they got it there because I put it in them when they were born. Find out what it is in them that can emerge to get them over the hump, to get them to the next level in their life, where they really need to be for them and their family. And then all of a sudden now, going back to TBC now. Then I get in TBC in February 2017. After watching a video of somebody that used to be in TBC in December 2016. And I took it for myself to learn TBC before I actually got in and found out what this whole concept was. I didn't get in, just jump in. I waited 2 months because I did my own research. And I liked what I saw back then. We weren't nowhere near what we are today back then. But I liked what I saw back then. And I got in and I committed myself, because if I said I'm gonna get in something, I'm gonna get in with both feet and I'm gonna commit myself. And that's the way Mbe and Ace is. If they get in something, if you train me and teach me step by step, I will do it. Because I know that, see, the income is going to be an afterthought for a lot of us, because we're going to see our lives changing right before our own eyes. Because we essentially going to be doing what Abin asked us to do. And then all of a sudden, we're going to be so much better for our families. You're going to be able to provide even more for your family. You're going to be able to travel, because now everything is free to travel. This C word we call is going to be gone. It's going to be this thing, what we think, what it's not, what we know what it is, but it's going to be gone. Our economy is going to be better. I'm going to tell you something about the economy, y'all. At least here in the United States. Right now, everybody's talking about, we got people out protesting in different cities and things like that. When this thing turns around, there are more people going to produce more millionaires in my country than ever seen before. It happens every time. When it's in 2008, it happened. It took 18 months for my country to get back to where it is now, but it's not going to take that 18 months this time, because there's more opportunity here than there's ever been. So, and that's why people come here. That's why people move to the United States, because of opportunities that come. So what I'm saying to you is that if y'all keep coming, if you keep coming to these meetings, these presentations, some gonna be better than others. This is probably one of my better ones. But they're gonna get better and better. You're gonna get with admin gonna get better and better. With Mbe is gonna get better and better. Anybody that comes to our leader presentations or whatever is gonna get better and better. If you keep going, why I go to other people like Emmanuel presentations and Simone and all of them. I go because I may not understand everything when Simone is doing his broadcast. He's talking in his native country of Bangladesh, but he says some things in English and he shows certain things on his phone. I know he was probably talking about facial recognition. I can tell certain things is happening, so I come to them even though I may not understand the language. I support them. Because when you do things like that, even though you may not understand the language, all that happens, God started blessing you more. When you keep giving to others, you let them know I'm here to support you. I understand Mr. Emmanuel because he's speaking English in his broadcast. He gets some quality broadcasts, and several people here do. Mr. Trust is that young brother is becoming a very great leader in himself in his country, and so Mr. Emmanuel, he's learning much. He's showing a lot of leadership abilities himself. He may not realize that, but he's emerging. It's different people here. All of you are going to emerge to become the leaders that you are, as long as you stay plugged in. Stay plugged into this TBC. Stay plugged into the training. Stay plugged into the leadership. The reason why I did leadership abilities today is because I felt this was the time for it, because we are emerging as admins. I've been a ambassador of goodwill for the last almost 5-6 months now, before it was officially announced. Admin had already made me that. It was on 1-to-1. He said, I'm gonna make you an ambassador of goodwill. We're not gonna announce it yet. And then he announced it once he brought, and then he told me he's gonna bring Mbe on. Mbe didn't even know he was gonna be an ambassador of goodwill. I said, and then admin told him, I knew it months ago that Mbe was gonna be an ambassador of goodwill, but Mbe didn't know it. Mbe was already a global trainer in TBC, but he felt that he needed somebody over there that's already shown leadership abilities to be an ambassador of goodwill. And God knows, man, I didn't realize how I was looked at how they treated me over in Africa. are not just becoming from America, but when I guess when they listen to that word, ambassador just does something to a person. But all I can say is I'm not as big on the title as I'm big on the performance, the things I need to do to help the community. So as long as I know I keep doing that, I know I will live up to the bill of being an ambassador that I am. But I'm not, if I'm gonna be an admin, I said, my God, if you want to make me an admin, then I know I got to live up to the bill. I got to be what it says it is. I got to act like it. If I'm gonna be a billionaire, I got to act like a billionaire. I got to act like I have a lot of income, even though I don't have it yet. You see what I'm saying? Act like a billionaire, even though you, in fact, you do have it. Let me correction. You do have it in your wallet. A lot of you, at least I am. I don't know about you are, but I have enough TBC that I'm a billionaire now. I was claiming billionaire before I even got to billionaire in my wallet. You know?
Yeah, Brother Stephen. I believe due to time now.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to end this thing too. We've been here quite a bit.
Before I go, I want to thank this broadcast today. It was actually awesome, guys. And I want to say, now is the time for all of us to step up. We shouldn't always keep on admiring, maybe admin or whatever. We need to start duplicating ourselves because we have learned now.
We learned enough.
We are empowered now. Let us get more people. Let us duplicate ourselves into other people. You understand? Let us invest in humanity. You understand? Let us bring more people on board. Let people know the purpose of TBC. That is what we need to do, all of us here. And all of us here, we are capable. All of us, we are capable to do exactly this. Once we do that, then you'll find ourselves having this 1 billion people in this community without even realizing. You see, let us do the work. Let's go
Thank you so much. Wow.
Go out there. Let us show ourselves. Let us do presentations. If you can, go and look for a place, a corner or a small office where you can daily present TBC. People will come and you'll be stronger and stronger, getting stronger and stronger every day. You will see people will be joining. You'll be making a lot of what Bitcoin bounties. You know, in my broadcast, I've always said that the shortest goal target is to earn Bitcoin bounties as much as you can.
Get ready, folks. Get ready for your abundance.
Let's get going.
Let's get going. Thank you so much. Listen, I can't.
One last thing, Mr. Kofi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think tonight will not be complete. You see, if I cannot express my greatest gratitude to Pastor Emmanuel Apau, you see.
Yes, sir.
He's my you know, I don't know whether to say he's the mentor to me, you see, because he's the man, like I said, who has introduced me to the whole TBC. And I will never stop thanking him, you see, whether in my sleep, whether anywhere I go, as far as TBC is concerned, this is the man who showed me the light. This is the man whom has made me to realize who I am, you see, because he has awakened that thing, that me who was sleeping, you know, that there was that side of me which was sleeping, you know, that one which did not, you know, think that much of other people, you see. I was more into myself and my small family, you see. But since he introduced me to TBC, I've come to see a different myself. Where now I'm starting to think of me and humanity in relation to other people, you see. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know, maybe I'll be a different animal amongst people, you see. But now, because of this pastor from Ghana, whether he goes to Ghana or he'll still be in Botswana, he's going to remain my brother, you see, from
Yes,
another
sir.
mother, but he's going to remain my brother, you see. This
Yes,
is
sir.
the man I respect. Even today, I depend a lot on him. Every day I learn things from him, and he doesn't, he's so patient with me, you see. I think whatever I know in TBC, basically is because of him. So I think Mr. Kofi, Mr. Embe, our admin, you have, you have created a person in Pastor Emmanuel when it comes to TBC. You have created a leader. When we were talking about leadership, leadership qualities, I kept on seeing him,
You kept seeing him,
Yeah, I kept on seeing him and saying, okay, this is how this guy behaves, When I go from here, from my place to his place, the way he tries to understand me, the way, he puts my problems and takes them and makes them his problems, you see? Then we start addressing them from that point. This is the man I really honor him. Mr. Emmanuel, I think you are listening to me. I really honor you. I respect you. You and our admin, you and our ambassadors, and the whole team that is here. I respect you guys. And I believe if we can carry on like this, if we can, work together, pull together like that, TBC will go far.
See, the same type of unity that we have right now, the same type of unity that we displaying right now is what Abin wants the whole mass adopted team to have. He really wants to see the whole 3.6, 3.7 membership they'll have the same. He wants the same for all, where everybody's not seeing what our mass adopted team is seeing, because all of us coming to that meeting, those meetings. But see, I think we're missing some more people on the mass adopted team because we're only seeing 300. Now, Abin has been meeting with some Jamaicans. I know we're sending them out, but I may have to ask Abin to have another one for we're missing people over in this part of the region. A lot of the people. So we got to see. We'll find. I got to talk to Abin about that because we maybe have to have one more meeting for another region because it's kind of hard just to do. The main one is this one at West African time, which is which Musa was asking in a thing. I'm gonna message him. Read it. Really is. He lives on the same time zone I do because he's our neighbor in the state up north from me, and that's at 3 o'clock in the morning. I set myself. I get some rest in between 8 to 12, and then and I just get some rest, and then I set my phone to let me know when it's time for the meeting. So then I look at the broadcast. I can either send NB a personal message and send me the link, or I can go on the broadcaster's meeting chat room on Facebook to see it. And then I started, when I get it, I started sharing it to other groups so people to get it, to get people in, because every day is good. It's good questions that's asked. Like Emmanuel said from in South Africa, he answered every single question someone asked that we can hear good, Yeah. And now that they say Mr. Emmanuel Apa, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name right. I want to thank you so much, brother, for being here today, brother. Thank you so much for being here. I want to thank everyone that's here today. I know this has been an extended broadcast, folks. I appreciate it's been here. Thank you all for being as late as it is for you all. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for those ones from Italy that stayed here, Mr. Simone. I thank you all, everybody that's here from Italy that stayed to the end. I'm sorry, I know it's getting late for them. They had to go to bed. I get it, no problem. This was longer than I expected, but it was great. And thank you so much for everyone and everything, all the nice, warm things people said today for each other. Thank you so much for all of that. That's what TBC is about, love and respect, and we can see that's evident right here today. Thank you for this leadership quality broadcast, folks. My 580 broadcast, 20 from 600. I always try to make that 100th one special. So I hope that I have a lot of people, even more people, when I get to 600. So that's 20 more days from now if I do one every day. So So we'll see how that turns out. So I want to thank everybody for being here. So I want to say thank you, and I'll see you all tomorrow, okay?